Hello, welcome back to live shopping. We're excited about this hour. We have a brand new launch from Cadence, and this is a little bit special. It's absolutely incredible, but before we dive into the details, I'm going to have to give you a little bit of a warning because we don't have a lot of these. So quite frankly, if you want to go for this, and believe you me, when you see it in action and when you see the sort of results you can get with this fantastic brand new product, I think you'll want it in your crafty stash. So please, please, please do get it added to your baskets and get those baskets checked out as soon as you can because there's probably not enough to go around, quite frankly. So please be quick. Now, me and David for this hour, David's going to be showing us a lot of crafty sorcery.
Oh,
That's the way that I'm going to put it, I think.
Put that, yeah.
It's a cool technique.
Everyone might hold you to that now.
The crafty sorcerer. There you go. A bit of crafty magic on the show this morning. But we have got lots of techniques and demonstrations coming up. But before we dive into all of that, especially if you are brand new to us here at Live Shopping, I will just explain, get all that housekeeping out of the way as to how easy it is to shop with us here at Highlight Crafts. Now, there's a few different ways that you can watch us. You could be watching on our website, it could be on YouTube, you might be on Facebook or on Instagram watching us today. Now, if you're watching on Facebook or Instagram, super easy to shop on there. When you see that video, in that comments box underneath, when we go through all these items, every single one will have a code attached to it. Now, all you need to do into that comments box is just type the word shop followed by whatever that code might be. So, for example, on your screen there you can see shop leaf. If that's the one you want to go for, type that into the comments box and then we'll send you a message into your inbox. Now, on that message, it will have a link. Just click that link and that link will take you over to our website at Highlight Crafts. You can then see that item, whatever it might be, whether it's one or many items, waiting for you in your basket. Now, once you're ready to check out, please do make sure you log into your Club Highlight account. Or if you're not already a member, please do make sure you sign up. Fabulous club, totally free to join. You'll get savings on literally every single purchase you make, not just your first one, not just full price items, but at least 5% off every single order you're making with us here at Highlight Crafts. You will also get free shipping on all orders over £35 or more, and you're going to get points accumulating on all of those purchases. So please do sign yourself up or get yourself logged in, and then you can get those baskets checked out, and this gorgeous new product will be winging its way to you very, very soon. Now, if you're watching over on the website, you can still shop while you watch on there as well. Next to the show that you're watching, you'll see all those products scroll through. Click through the ones that you want to add to your basket, get them added to your basket. Once again, get yourself logged in, and then you can get those baskets checked out. Now, that's the boring stuff out of the way. I think it's time we dive straight into this fantastic brand new product, and this is super cool.
It's amazing. I love it so much. Now, as a lot of you may know, earlier this year, and well, probably around about 6 weeks ago, and also late last year, me and Mel travelled to Cadence, and I went again recently. Now, they're developing products so fast, quicker than we're doing shows. Like, it's amazing. There's so much coming from Cadence at the moment, and there's lots to look forward to. But this is something I've wanted to bring to you for quite some time. Now, you've seen the metal leaf mixing, which is a foiling adhesive which you apply with a brush in a very thin layer, so you can do like nice contact foiling on different areas for detailed accents. This is a paste, okay? So what Cadence did is they generated the metal leaf mixing into a dimensional gilding paste.
Wow.
It's unbelievable. I'm going to talk to you about all of the details of this, of what you can do with it, but I can't believe the price of it.
The price is incredible for a brand new product, never seen before. And I know in the pot it doesn't look like an awful lot, but when you see the sort of things that you can actually do with this, it is incredible. All that metal leaf that you've collected over the years, and we do have some on the show as well if you want to stock up, you can use with your stencils. That dimensional paste, it's got almost like a little bit like it's been embossed.
It's like it's embossed.
It's got that lovely texture to it. How incredible does that look? And that's exactly the sort of thing that you can be creating with this incredible brand new product. Now, we do have a couple of different options as to how you can get your hands on this new paste. The first one is on your screen there. If you want to go for the cream paste itself on its own, you can of course do that. $12.99 is an incredible price for something where you've got all that technology built into it, all that amazing science that we don't quite understand, but we don't need to, quite frankly. All of that has been engineered into this fantastic brand new product for $12.99, even before your club discount. Is absolutely incredible.
That's so good. You can't even get 2 coffees for that.
Oh,
and we're talking about a brand new medium here at Highlight Crafts. So exciting. This paste though, it's 150 mils in the tub. And what it does is it will apply in the same way to any soft paste, okay? So you can go onto concrete, you can go onto terracotta, you can go onto metal, wood, porcelain, you can go onto paper, cardstock, acetate, rice paper. We've got brand new rice paper collection coming up at 11 o'clock today. I've already been using it on those. They look amazing. But basically, it will apply in an opaque finish, okay? So you can see exactly where you've already placed it, which I love that about it. And then it will dry completely transparent. But you can do layers with this. And I'm going to show you all of this at demo. You can do thick dimensional pasting with this, and the whole thing will dry extremely tacky. So it doesn't only adhere to gilding flakes, which will, of course you can get in the bundle, but it will also work with Craftmaster foils as well.
Wow, so many options. It's almost like giving you the ability to put a metal leaf through a stencil, if that makes sense.
Oh, that's so right.
And then get the dimension with that as well, which is just super cool.
You can hear it and feel it. If you feel it, if I just run my finger across it.
Oh yeah, you can hear the dimension.
Can you hear all of the ridges on there?
Yeah.
So basically, with this, I did just a flat layer over the top of the stencil and removed it. But because it gives you a sharp edge with no bleed at all, when you pull the stencil away, it doesn't ripple up the edges, giving you like a spiky finish. It gives it a really smooth finish. And I'll explain all of that again as we go through, because it's sometimes hard to put it into words with a visual representation. But what I'm going to say is I am fixated by this. It is a brilliant medium. I'm so glad we now finally have it. Although, having said that, I don't know that we do have enough.
No.
But I know for a fact that, I mean, I've already got through almost, I'm going to say 75% of a pot, and I've done about 30 projects so far. So you're going to want another pot, basically.
Absolutely, yeah. It's absolutely fantastic. So personally, the way I'd be shopping, of course, completely down to you guys at home, whatever works best for your crafting and your budget. But the way I'd be shopping personally is I'd be going for the bundle, and in the bundle you are going to get that fantastic brand new product alongside a pack of your variegated metal leaf. Now this is amazing. This is what Dave has used on that piece there. Getting a full pack of that. Is it 20 sheets?
Yes, I believe it is. Shall I quickly have a little flash inside here so everyone can see?
Yes, it looks amazing.
Oh,
now this is like your metal leaf, but sort of levelled up in terms of that texture you can get. So when we turn this over, oh my gosh, look at that. It's a little bit almost like a cross between tortoiseshell and oil on water.
It is. It looks like it's had alcohol ink or something, doesn't it?
Absolutely incredible. All that's been engineered into that metal leaf for you. You're going to get a full pack of that alongside your brand new Cream Foil Bond. Oh, we're on the one. Just your sets. Oh, sliding this way, that way. Shop bundle is going to get you the bundle of both a brand new product alongside your metal leaf. $26.49 is incredible. The way I would shop personally, I'd go for that, and I'd go for an extra of your Cream Foil Bond. Me too. Savvy shopping.
Me too, absolutely. Like well, that particular variegated foil that we've put with this was for one particular reason. It's for one, it gives the most spectacular finish. I mean, when you look at that and you can see the true variation of sort of oxidization and corrosion that's been built up within the foil, it means that whenever you're gilding a project, whether it be a card front, whether it's a glass vase, whether it's a planter, it's always going to look unique, but it's very forgiving and easy on the eye. And that, to me, is a craft. If I've got a project or a product that I know is going to guide me along the way, you just fall in love with it. It's
absolutely amazing. Now, I've got a couple of questions. Now, I saw this first of all yesterday, and poor old David, I was stood over his desk. I was like, oh, what are you doing?
I know, I got quite the crowd.
I was very excited. You guided the crowd. We all sort of ambushed him. We were all like, oh my gosh, what is that when we saw it? We had all the questions. I wanted to know this, that, can I use it, this? So we're going to try, if any of you guys at home have got any questions, please do get them in. But I've got a few questions.
Oh, yes,
so in terms of what we can use it on, can we use it on things like furniture?
Okay, so you can use it on things like furniture, so wooden sideboards, console tables, chest of drawers, drawer fronts. You can do it onto solid. If you're going to go onto a porous surface, so something maybe like a raw wood, that's fine, but I would suggest giving it a seal first, just so it makes it slightly less absorbent, so it doesn't reduce any of the moisture content before the product is dried. But there's a whole host of surfaces. Now, this was sort of born from, do you know the heat transfer medium we had from Cadence? That was your foiling adhesive for fabric, okay, which meant that it wouldn't soak into the fibres, it would present itself on the surface but be activated through a heat press process, which was completely different. That's what that one's designed for. This is for basically everything else.
Yeah, so can we use it on fabric if we wanted to?
If you were to use this on fabric, we wouldn't recommend machine washing.
Okay.
But say, for example, the pinny or a cushion cover, yes, you could do.
Can you imagine? Now, I've got a black sofa at home, and I'm thinking at the moment I need some new cushions for my sofa. I think I'm going to do that.
Imagine just a little trim down one edge. Just this, just in a little trim going down one edge of a black cushion. Now, if you're going to go onto fabric as well, just make sure it's ironed first. You don't want any creases in there. Make sure the fabric is washed if it's suitable for washing prior to use, because some fabrics have a slight sort of anti-stick or like an anti-crease agent inside there as well. I think it's sizing is used in a lot of fabrics as well. Just makes them look better in the shop, I guess. Just make sure it's nice and clean, and of course not got any detergent in there before you add it on. But with this particular one, we don't suggest machine washing, but it would be totally fine to do decorative accents like pelmets, tie backs, cushion covers, placemats, that kind of thing.
Oh yeah, wow, gosh, so many opportunities with this, so many options. Could we use it? My mind's whirring. I'm sure you guys at home are exactly the same thing. I could use it for that, use it for that.
Yeah.
Can you use it on varnished wood if you've got a wood that's already...
Yeah, so if you've got veneer, laminate or varnished or waxed, if you've got a waxed surface, you just want to make sure that, of course, it's dust-free. You'll go onto that on the top of there, and once you've done it, you would then probably want to wax over the top again. Keep it in there because you don't want it to remove. But I would do it in if it is a wax piece of furniture, just in a non-heavy traffic area, so table legs, sides, that kind of thing. But also, I'm trying to think of anything else. You can pipe it.
Oh.
So when we introduce you to the capellas, and they're a dimensional paste for piping, of course they're an opaque paste, they dry like porcelain, or should I say plaster. With this, you can pipe directly with the foiling adhesive, and you can go up to over 1.5 centimetres thickness, and it won't sag or move. It will keep its shape.
Wow, now that is absolutely incredible, and just the amount of options you've got with this is just... It's mind-boggling, quite frankly. There's just so much you can do. And can you imagine all your furniture at home, perhaps just little accents here and there, on a sideboard, onto your cushions, onto your bedside table, with that? How absolutely incredible. And anyone that's coming into the house could go, oh, where have you bought that from? That looks fancy.
It really is like a level up in foiling, because not only, I mean, if you sort of blend with Mixion through a stencil, which is where we've started, we've built this journey up, it looks great, but it's flat. Okay, it's flat. When you stencil with a foiling adhesive, and it's thick and it's dimensional, it's completely different. Now, if you were to get Metal Leaf Mixion from the tall bottle, pour it out onto your mat, of course it's got the consistency of PVA glue. So if you stencil with it and take your stencil away, all that's going to do is then just go like this afterwards. It's kind of like when you bake cookies in the oil spread. That's what's going to happen. With this, you take that stencil away, it doesn't even shift a millimetre. It stays exactly in the same place.
Wow, absolutely incredible. And if you didn't know what was used on that, because I was looking at it earlier and I was thinking, how has he got the dimension onto that? It's one of those you're not quite sure how it's been done until you know how the product works. It's like, ooh, a little bit mystical and magical. It's just incredible. What an amazing brand new launch here. You are going to get a few different options in it when it comes to how you can pick up this brand new amazing cream foil and bond. First one on your screen there is to get your bond on its own. That is shop bond, $12.99, 15% already. Not even 9:15 yet. 15% of that on its own has already gone. But proving slightly more popular is the bundle. That one, if you want to go for your paste itself alongside your variegated metal leaf, that one is shop bundle. $26.49. That one's proving even more popular. 20% of that has gone.
I can see why. Also, as well, we are limited on the bundle. Not limited stock right now, but it's going to get there because, of course, of quantities of certain items. So if you're wanting to get that variegated metal leaf, that would be by far my favourite choice, and then you've got the option to go for extra cream if you want it.
Absolutely. Love the fact that we give you options, but like we say, our way to be shopping will be going for the bundle and getting an extra one of the paste. But of course, whatever works best for you, but just please do make sure once you've got it added to your baskets, please do check on out, because quite frankly, it's not going to last the hour if we're not careful.
I just love it.
It's so just good. Amazing. And when you see it in a demo, you will be absolutely astounded, like we all were when we saw it in action for the first time. It's actually a brand new launch, a couple of different options, shop bond or shop bundle, to go for either of those options. Now, we're going to go straight into demo.
Should we do it?
Yeah,
should we have a look?
Just go over to demo.
What I think is that is a great idea. I also think, shall we start and show you how this was created?
Yes, please
because there's a few simple steps to follow in getting this result and getting the best results possible. Now, when you're using, and also please get any of your questions in. If you're unsure about anything, you wanted to know something before you purchase, or you've already purchased and the questions are coming to you, ask away. I will answer it, of course. And if I don't know the answer, I will get it for you, okay? So, black card, favoured choice for foiling. It doesn't have to be black because the foil is opaque, so it's going to stand against any colour, but we've got black card on the show, and it's the best way to be able to share this with you at home as well, so it's going to give you the most striking results, and it picks up the best on camera, so you can really see what you're going to be getting when you've got it home. Now, stencils I'm going to be working with, we've got some stencils on the show, some festive ones, but just from my stash I picked up one of these festive ones that I did have in my collection. Now, there's a few things as well. Normally, you would see me standing next to my project, spraying this with stencil adhesive, okay? giving it the waft and popping it down. Now for the Metal Leaf Mix-It-On foil cream, we do not need to use stencil spray.
Oh wow, okay.
It kind of feels like we've been tailoring and sort of teaching you that stencil spray is incredibly important, which it still is for all of those previous projects. For this one, I would advise not to use it. And the reason why is that if you're going to stick your stencil down to your surface, okay, nice and flat like this, and you're going to then put your cream through it, as you peel that away, it's minimal and sometimes doesn't happen at all, but as you peel it away, you can leave the most minor amount of static, and also if you'd sprayed a little bit more spray than was necessary, a bit of residue could transfer.
Okay.
Now, once we've peeled that off and this is dry, we're going to be foiling it. So if anything static or adhesive is in those areas of the negative space, it's going to foil those too. So let's just eliminate that from happening completely. So all we need to do is pop our stencil on there and take some tape, just some masking tape, just to create a little hinge at the top, nothing fancy. And there we go, that's my side that I've been stenciling with. There we go, and it cleans off your stencils incredibly easy.
Oh, brilliant.
It just rinses off. You can scrape as much back into the pot as possible, but it does all come off incredibly easy. Now, what I'm going to do is grab the cream. Now, the cream itself, it will come with this padded lid inside here. This is like 1 millimeter thick. This, when you're tightening the lid, just make sure it nips together, and that keeps all of the moisture locked into there. Just make sure you're storing it in a cool, dark place. You don't want to store it in direct sunlight because this is a clear package. Okay.
Perfect, yeah.
So what we're going to do is take a palette knife too. We've got palette knives on the show, and we're going to talk to you about those and the importance of them as we go through. The foil cap will be on here. I've removed the foil. All you're going to do is go straight into it. Now you can see there, look how this paste is not shifting on the top of this. Look at that.
It's so thick, isn't it?
It doesn't
move.
move.
So stable, yeah.
So stable.
Not going anywhere.
Honestly, it's amazing. Now this dollop I've got on the back of this palette knife, if I was to put that onto this card and just leave it there, tomorrow that will be dry.
Oh wow.
It would dry in that exact same shape. It wouldn't change, and it would form. If you did it onto a piece of greaseproof paper, it'd be like a ball of rubber.
Wow.
Okay, it would be, honestly, and then gild it. It's amazing.
Yeah.
But you can then put this into, if you wanted to, a very shallow mould, if you wanted to, and then you could gild that. Or you could, of course, make embellishments out of it onto non-stick paper, all that sort of stuff. Right. So I'm going to take it out onto the palette knife and go straight through the stencil. Now, I'm going to show you in deeper areas what it will look like and what it will look like if you put it on more of a shallow area, so thicker and thinner.
I've just had a thought, that stencil that you use in there, where you've got the lovely little berries, could you, once you've pasted the whole thing in your sort of normal dimension, could you go back in with your piping bag and pipe just the berries so the berries will be more dimensional?
Absolutely, that would look amazing.
That would look super cool, wouldn't it?
We'll do some piping during the show as well. So what we're going to do is continue to just drag the paste down. Now, as soon as you put that initial layer of paste, it's already locked the stencil in place, okay? That stencil's not going to shift now. But you can see how it's applying to the surface in this opaque finish, which I love because you can see exactly where you've been. So all the way around the edges, like this. You could mask off the edges of your stencil. You may have cut your card to size. It's up to you. I'm just using a piece of A4 though for this. Don't worry too much about it all being in the same direction until you finish the project, because then to finish it off, we're then going to get any excess back in the pot, down again, any excess back in the pot, down again, any excess back inside the pot.
Now, just a quick little stock update. Just want to make sure that I'm keeping all you guys at home in the loop because it is literally flying out the door. Of both of the options, so either shot bond, which is your individual when it comes to your cream foil bond, 35% of the stock has gone, and we've not even properly seen it in action just yet. And it's exactly the same when it comes to the bundle. Another 35% of that separate stock has gone. So please do make sure you get it added to your baskets, get them checked out, whichever way you want to shop with us, whether it's going to be for the individual, the bundle, both of them. That choice is entirely yours, but please do make sure you get those baskets checked out. At 35%, it won't be much longer that these fantastic new goodies will be sticking around. So just to keep you guys informed, so you can get those baskets checked out sooner rather than later.
Absolutely, really important. So what I'm going to do now with the palette knife is I'm just going to take off any excess, because it does clean off easily with water, incredibly easy, but once it's dry it will be tricky. Okay. Because of course it's designed to be adhesive, it's not going to absorb moisture, so it's going to sort of lock in place. Then all we need to do is remove our stencil, and I'm just going to rest mine in water, but you'll rinse yours under a tap and it will, anything of course is completely drain safe from there. Now you can see how sharp that stencil is.
Wow.
I've not used any stencil spray at all.
That's
on here.
incredible. All that detail, especially where you've got the veins in that leaf there.
Look at it.
It's incredible.
Honestly.
It's not moved at all, and I suppose that's partly down to sort of how thick it is. It's not budged whatsoever.
Well, remember when we picked it up on that palette knife in that big blob, should I say, it didn't shift at all, okay? It really stayed exactly where it was put. Now, when you're gliding through your stencil with this, it's not enticed to travel underneath.
No.
If you're going to use a bristle brush on a stencil with no adhesive, those bristles might want to push under a stencil, but when you're gliding over the top with your scrapers and your palette knives, it's literally just covering the surface. And it doesn't want to travel underneath. It's stationary, and that's what I love about this. So what we need to do is you can dry this with a hairdryer now on just a warm setting. You don't want to use a heat tool, nothing too hot. With gilding, you don't want to really introduce extreme temperatures. So what I would suggest doing now is either leave this at room temperature for about an hour, room temperature on a sunny windowsill, or with a slight, put a fan next to it or something. Don't put it outside though. If you're going to put it outside in the sun and a leaf sticks to it, or you're going to get dust on it, or maybe a bird is going to come up and have a look at it, you don't want anything like that. You don't want outside dust sticking to it because it's not got foil on it yet. So you want to leave that, or with a hairdryer, warm temperature, 10 minutes, it'll be dry. We've then got this, and it's super, super glossy. Look at that. It is like an enamelled glaze over the whole thing. And when I say this is tacky, it is the tackiest adhesive I have ever come across.
It really is.
It's like, honestly, like it's
tacky
proper
tacky.
tack. Yeah, it's amazing. But I do also love this finish just before, of course, we've got our end result. It looks amazing. So then, of course, you can go in with a variety of mediums at this point. You could go in with your rolls of your Craftmaster foil that you use for your foiling pen, and we'll do some of that later on as well, just with your brayers. Burnish it down and you'll get a wonderful foiled finish. Or we'll use our variegated foiling leaf, which comes in the bundle.
We have had a question actually when it comes to what we can use with it. So Janet says, can you use any other foil with it? And then we've also got a question coming in from Pat saying, can we also use our gilding flakes on this? Absolutely,
that's great. So those questions, to answer those for you, gilding flakes, absolutely. You can use, I'm going to say there's no gilding flakes out there you can't use. I mean, gilding flakes, whether they're already torn up, pre-shredded, packed into those tubs, they'll work with this. If you're using your metal sheet, you can use it. Imitation, real gilding, if you've got real gilding at home, you can use that as well. Also, other foils to work with this. Anything that's adhesive activated. So, for example, the heat activated Craftmaster foils that we have and the Intense and Glow ones, they're activated through heat and adhesive. They work fine. I wouldn't suggest using your toner foils though, because I don't think it would work.
Okay, perfect. Plenty of options there.
Yeah, absolutely.
When it comes to what we can use. And just to let you all know, 40% of both options has now gone.
Oh, okay then. We're only 20 minutes in. What are we going to do?
I know.
Right, okay, so we've got our A5 stencil ready to go. Look how sparkly that is. It looks great. And you just know you've got quality. Also as well, I'm not quite sure if it will pick up on the camera, but when it's dried, the depth of the layer of the stencil hasn't depleted. It's still risen. It's still, you know, got high profile to it, and it's embossed perfectly. So then what we're going to do is go in with that wonderful variegated leaf. Okay, I love using this stuff. Use it just layer by layer. For this, I'm going to take my first one and just lay it gently over the top of our project, like this. It's going to take a second. I'm working in a cardboard box as well, and we've mentioned this before, but I'll say it again for anyone that's just joined us. This will help reduce any static that will build up inside that project. And then the last one, all I'm going to do is I'm just going to do a small tear like that, and just put some elements just down this side. Now any excess, see I've got a little bit left over from my previous project, I'm going to put that one there, slightly different shade, but it's going to work. Put all of those in. Now you want to make sure, of course, it's fully transparent, so please when you get yours home, when it's gone like that, don't go straight in with your foil. You do need to let it dry, and it's the easiest way to check is it all clear. If there's any areas of it that are still this colour, it's not fully dry yet, and you could shift it underneath.
Right.
Okay, so you don't want to do that. Let it dry. So now we're going to go in with our floppy brushes that you're going to get in your bundle, and I'm going to start circulating all over the top of here. Okay, burnishing any of that off. And because we've not used stencil spray, of course, it's going to remove all of the areas with no tack at all. Now once you've dusted off, because this is your dusting brush, because you don't want to damage the surface of the foil, you can then go in with something ever so slightly more abrasive or a more coarse sponge, and that's going to continue to remove even more. But this is doing the job.
You can start to see it coming to life now.
Look at that. Oh my goodness.
Just amazing.
I'm obsessed with it.
It's
I really
just
am.
so cool. Yeah.
It really is incredible. Now, I'm just using a coarse one here, a really cheap, inexpensive brush, just over the top to get rid of any excess dust, any areas that are just clinging on. We're going to get rid of those because the foil itself does an excellent job of just going onto any areas with minor or intensified adhesive. And this is just astounding. I honestly have never we've worked with some incredible foil mediums from Cadence. I've never worked with anything like this before, of course, until we discovered it there. And look.
Oh my gosh, look at that. Just
So
incredible, isn't it? It really is.
Honestly, it's unbelievable. So you can see the profile in here.
Oh yeah, you got that dimension.
It's all layered up. It's got dimension to it.
Now, quick little update. The individual has taken the lead. 55% now of Shop Bond, which is your individual of the paste on its own, has now gone over half the stock. The bundle, if you want to go for the bundle, that's sitting at 40%, so it's not far behind. But please, please, please do check those baskets out. If you want to create something that's as stunning as that, you're going to have to get it checked out and get it winging its way to you. It's incredible. Now, David, quick couple of questions. I want to make sure that we're firing all these across to David. I did promise I would. So
let's do it.
And your fabulous questions, so I certainly will ask them. Deborah says, would glitter stick to this, please?
Absolutely, glitter would stick to this. You want to make sure you're using a very fine glitter for something like this, which means it's going to get into all of the nooks and crannies. So, for example, I stenciled this image here yesterday. That would work fine with glitter as well. You don't need to seal it or give it a top coat. Just be aware, though, if it's going to be on a surface such as wooden items, you may want to then varnish it. But if it's a card, you don't need to. We'll be fine.
Brilliant. And this is a great one, Bridget. Could you use something like Flower Soft?
Oh, I don't see why not.
I think you probably could.
I think you could. Yeah. Do you know what? It would be really interesting as well for a lot of you at home that do get this to experiment with mediums that maybe none of us have either, and say, oh, I found this that works with it, but I don't see why you can't.
Yeah. What I'd say is I'd do just a small section. I wouldn't do a full stencil.
Yeah.
Just do a little bit, give it a test. But I think it probably would.
Give it a go. Yeah.
Let us know when you get it home because that's
definitely.
exciting. I think we've all got plenty of that stashed away somewhere, don't we? I know I certainly do.
We've got all sorts here, there, and everywhere, and we're going to discover even more things we can use with this as well. This is where it starts. I mean, we began with our foiling journey with that Mixi-on adhesive, which is still incredible, and I use it for like my gilding and embossing and that sort of stuff. But this is like next level stuff. I mean, when you've got an actual stencil there, and when you feel it, this feels like it's been run through the deepest embossing folder you could ever wish to purchase, and then it's got this astounding top coat of foil, and you think, well, how would that be possible? Because that just wouldn't work. This does. It gives you that finishing effect. And when you get it home, when you run your hand over something like that, that as a card front would look amazing. Journal covers, pages, whether this is going to be a panel on a drawer front, could you imagine furniture like that?
Be absolutely incredible. Now, Victoria, welcome, Victoria. She says, morning. Sorry, missed the beginning of the show. We'll let you off, don't worry. There's just enough stock still left for you. Thank goodness for that. She says, can you use the paste on glass?
Yes, you can use the paste on glass. If you're going to go, that's a great question. If you're going to go onto glassware, I would suggest going onto a smooth glass, a non-rounded glass. So I would go for squared glass, oblongs, that sort of thing. The creative plates would work well for something like that.
Oh, yeah.
They would be good. Or anything that's not beveled or, of course, got an extreme indentation or curve to it. But say, for example, you've got like this here pottery. I've gone onto it here. We've not gilded it yet. I'm just letting it dry. I've brushed in and stippled with the metal leaf mixing, so it's going to be a textured foil.
Oh, wow.
And that is just on one side. I'm going to do the other side of his another time. But that there, I've stippled on so we can foil that during the show. So even ceramics and glassware. But yeah, absolutely. Incredible. No reason why not.
Right, quick little stock update. Every time a few minutes pass, there seems to be another stock update. It's very, very busy this morning. So thank you so much for joining us, and thank you so much for shopping with us as well. I know you'll absolutely love this brand new product. It's incredible. But stock update as of now, I'm sure it'll change in about 2 minutes time. But right now, Shop Bond, which is your individual 60% of that stock of Shop Bond has gone. And then when it comes to the bundle, which is where you're getting your variegated metal leaf alongside your Cream Foil Bond, that is 50%. Half the stock of Shop Bundle has gone. So completely up to you how you're shopping, whether you're going for both or one or the other. You're going to have to be quick though, because over half the stock of both have now gone.
Do you know what? The only thing I'm disappointed in is that code is Shop Bond, and you've not gone Bond, Shop Bond.
Oh dear, I'm a bit slow this time in the morning. The puns will come later in the day. We're back for 3 shows today, so come 6 o'clock, there'll be puns trying left, right and centre.
No, because I know what Hannah will do.
It'll be clipped out.
Okay. Bond. Shop Bond.
Brilliant. That'll be on TikTok in a few minutes' time, I'm sure.
There we go.
There you go.
Made a rod for my own back there.
You did, yeah. Did it off your own accord.
Right. Okay, should we do some more?
Yeah.
What do you want to do? Should we do another one, then we can go through everything else?
Yeah,
In fact, actually, those stencils, I'm going to use one of those in a minute. So shall I quickly share the details while I get ready for this?
Come on, because these are absolutely lovely. I have to say, we've got the two of my most favourite of the Christmas designs in here. So I'm a little bit chuffed because they are absolutely gorgeous. Now, we'll pop the details on your screen for these. You are getting, I believe you're getting both of them together, maybe?
Yes.
You are. Shop designs for this one. Unfortunately, no fun can be had with that code, but never mind. You'll have plenty of fun with the stencils here. You are getting both of these, and they are 8" by 8" in size. It's a really lovely, large size of stencil. So many different techniques you can use with these stencils, whether you're going to use them with this fantastic brand new cream foil bond. Of course, that's going to look absolutely outstanding. Whether you're going to use them with your foiling pen, with your inks, with your sprays, perhaps with your fine liner pens, go into there, draw out that outline, then colour it in. Stencils are just one of those incredible tools to have in your crafty stash that allow you to unlock so many different techniques with so many different mediums. So that beautiful wreath is the first of your two designs, and then this one, oh my goodness, this is just exquisite. The detail within this is outstanding. Now, I have to say, I love symmetry. It's just so pleasing to the eye. So to have that beautiful symmetrical design there, I think is just ever so elegant. All that detail right the way down to these beautiful flourishes that you can see at the top there is just exquisite. Of course, you don't always have to use that full stencil. If you wanted to mask off, just use 1/2, or just use, for example, the flourishes. Of course, you can do that. They just give you so many different options. But can you imagine that onto something like a tile, a nice large tile, using your cream foil bond? That would look absolutely outstanding. Both of those for $25.98, and Shop Designs is your code for both of those, and we'll see them in action right about now, I think.
I think so indeed.
Let's
right.
do it.
Okie dokie. So again, I'm going to show you how you can do a raised, or should I say a thicker layer of a stencil, but actually in one part of that stencil. So what we're going to do is I'm going to again just create that hinge, and this, all this is doing is meaning that I can lift it up easily afterwards. If you don't add that hinge there, and you've put your adhesive, or should I say your foiling medium through here, then you go to pick it up, you might push it a little bit. Okay. You know, as you just pick it up like that in the corner, you might do that little shift. It will reduce that being a possibility because you've got the paste through there, and it just lock it in, but it just avoids that from being a potential thing. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put that tape on there, okay? And then we're going to go back in with the foiling adhesive. Again, you can see really thick, heavy cream foil, all right? And if you are going to use it on glass, don't worry about it being, say for example, if it is a window pane in a door or something like that, or an internal door, or a mirror, it's going to dry clear. So on the back, you're going to see the foil as well. So
amazing.
if you've gone onto a glass plate and you've foiled it on the top, the foil will show through both sides because it dries clear. So always bear that in mind, which is a great little bit of a tip for you. Right, what we're going to do is we're going to go over the top here, but look at how thick I'm going to apply it just over the bow. Okay. All the way over here. And
just while David's creaming up there, oh my gosh. Little circle day for you. Goodness me, this is jumped up a little bit, hasn't it? Bond, 80% of your shop bond is gone. Oh yeah. Well, there's a lot of love coming through for that in the comments. We've even had a new name for you.
Oh really?
Yes. We'll have to call him David Cadence Bond, says Wendy.
Wendy, consider it stolen. I'm going to use that. Can I get it in writing, please?
There you go. Bond 80% gone, and but shop bundle 60% gone.
Wow! Oh my goodness! It's literally going to disappear, isn't it? Well, I was hoping to have some for the show at 11, but I don't think that's going to be a thing.
Absolutely no chance. It's only gone just gone half past. I think it'll be gone come 10 o'clock. I'm afraid. 11 o'clock. No hope. Absolutely no hope.
Right, what I've done here is when you're working with this paste, it does feel a little bit like a gel as well, which really helps. Now you can see how thick I have layered that on the top line of this stencil. We're at about 3 or 4 millimeters thick just there. The rest of it I've done now is just a flush coat. Okay, so nice and flat over the top. As we take this then away from here, look at how thick the bow area is.
It's incredible how it holds that dimension. It's amazing.
Look at that. Can you see it? Honestly, it is so thick at the top of there. It's going to be like a plaque. Now, because we applied it thick, it means we've got some excess left, of course, on here, and we don't want to waste that. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my palette, or just use a piece of paper that you're ready to discard, and just go over the top and scrape it. Look at all of that. You don't want to waste that. That's going to go back inside. So go all the way over like this. Scrape it as if you're stenciling again, which you could do.
You could do almost like a second generation if you wanted something that's a bit more like distressed.
Absolutely.
That'd be brilliant for that.
And then any excess that's gone through in that process goes back in the pot. We would have wasted, if not, all of that.
Don't want to do that.
Don't want to do that. It goes straight back inside the pot, okay? So lid on, and we're going to clean the palette knife, rest this in some warm soapy water, or of course, if a sink is next to you, just give it a rinse, and it will leave no sticky residue on there at all. Now that one, with being incredibly dimensional, this whole area will probably dry within about 45 minutes to an hour. This bit here, you're probably looking at about 2 hours to dry over the hairdryer. It will speed it up. So every 10 minutes, you could give it a quick blast while you're doing your next projects.
Fabulous.
So I'm going to set this one here. I'm sort of just making
Nobody sit on
islands.
those seats, please.
Yeah,
Otherwise,
it's not going to be ideal.
Well.
Right, okay. So what we can do to foil the top of this one is when you're working with your foils, just make sure to rub your hands together. It will get any adhesive off your hands. It will curl up, okay? Get rid of it. Now we're going to go in with the red, and I'm just going to do a tear down the middle of here, and we're just going to pop this over the top of just the bow area, okay? Just like that. And just tear it away as soon as it tacks. So go straight into the bow area. Now this would look wonderful. Oh, I've gone onto the holly there, but don't worry about it. I'm just going to take that away because we are going to go back over there with gold. And then I'm going to completely cover just the ribbon area. That can come away now. Go just up to there. A little bit more on there. This is going to look so nice. I love this red.
It's gorgeous, isn't it? And this is part of your pack of your assorted full leaf, I do believe.
It absolutely is. Right, okay, now we've got that in place perfectly. We're then going to go in with our variegated that comes with your cream foil in that bundle. I'm going to use this piece which I tore into earlier. Again, pop that on top. And this is going to look wonderful with that red because there's hints of like a burnt red colour inside this variegated foil. I think it looks gorgeous. So let's put that just over here. And then I'm going to rely on the fact that the excess is probably going to cover that area. So what I'm going to do now is use some of that excess from the previous project. Just going to start to put all that. I've got a mixture in here. I've got bits of silver, blue and green and all sorts going on in there. And then we're going to go in and start brushing off. Okay, that red, oh my goodness, it's like them ruby slippers.
Oh, it is, isn't it?
Look at that.
Lovely.
So because we use the variegated over fine stenciled areas, it's going to give you a really wonderful finish. I mean, a stunning result. So continue to brush back, get everything away, and then we're going to go in with a little bit of a bristle brush in a few minutes' time. But you can see there, look how it's all starting to appear. It looks stunning. So what I'm going to do is continue to swirl around. Just use a circular motion, keep working at it, you're burnishing it away, okay? So keep working into there, those soft bristles are not going to scratch the foil until, of course, we're then going with this one, and that'll just brush any detail areas nice and clean. And this is where you start to see that wonderful finish, that sharp result that you expect from quality Cadence like this. I mean, oh my word.
It's incredible, isn't it? Think of all those stencils you've already got in your crafty stash. Perhaps you love your scan and cut and you love to create your own stencils using your mylar and your cutting files. You can do all of that, and then you can create this incredible technique using your cream foil bond. Super popular this morning already. Quite frankly, you can see why when you can see the sort of results that you're getting. Oh, okay. That's a little bit worrying. Bond is fully allocated. So shop bond, please, if you've got that in your baskets, we've got no more to go around. You need to check those baskets out. Unfortunately, people can pinch it out your basket, which I know is a little bit rude. So if it's in your basket, please check it out. Not yours until you've done so. So that's shop bond that's 100% allocated. The bundle, 85% of shop bundle, which is where you're getting the cream foil bond alongside your variegated metal leaf. 85% of that has gone. So please, you've also got to be super quick on that one. And again, if it's in your baskets, please do get those checked out. I know I sound like a broken record. I do apologise, but I really want to make sure that you guys at home can enjoy all the techniques that you can look forward to with this incredible new medium. We love it.
Oh, we love it so much. Do you want to see it?
We do. We do.
Okay, so look at that. Look at that red across the top. Now this, because you've stenciled it, it allows all of the foil to literally gleam. It's flat, it's flush, there's no brush marks, there's no bristle marks.
No.
It looks like that there has been dipped in red enamel at the top. And you've got all of that wonderful variegated foiling with copper, oxidized gold. You've got like a cobalt blue, a silver and a tarnished red and pink in there, which is giving you, well, really just the most stunning. I could just sit and stare at it all day.
It's incredible. Absolutely incredible. We have just popped the details on your screen. If you want to go for the mixed bundle of your different colours of your metal leaf, David's just showing you the red. You do get, I believe it's 12 different colours.
Yes, 2 of each of those in there, yeah.
Absolutely. So 24 sheets, and it looks like you're getting your brushes included as well. For shop colour, wow, $9.99 is going to get you 24 sheets of that beautiful coloured metal leaf alongside your little brushes as well, which will work perfectly. Shop colour, a great one to add to your baskets when you are going for your brand new fantastic medium. Now, got a couple of questions coming through. I'm loving all these questions. Please do keep them coming because it's giving us all ideas as well, which is pretty exciting, let's be honest. Annette says, could you mix the bond with another Cadence colouring medium?
That's a great question. If you were to mix the foiling adhesive with any other medium, whether it would be a paint, a type of acrylic, it won't set the same.
Okay.
So and I have asked these questions a few times when I'm at Cadence, and there's some you can mix things in with, where they're sort of like open to guests going into the medium, where you can, you can use your paste, but it's like your structure paste, and you can put acrylic or inks, alcohol inks, water-based inks, and they're fine. But when you've got an adhesive or a glue or a foil bond, it has got a complete balanced sort of, should I say, there's a level of ingredients that are all at the same accurate level to make that product dry as it should and give you the result you want. So if you were to tint it or add anything to it, it may not dry correctly, and then of course it might spoil your finish. Well worth asking though.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Always worth asking the questions. And then a great question coming in from Cheryl. Cheryl says, can this be used on the tote bags? Not needed washing, but would it work on the shoulder bags makeup cases?
Absolutely. Ooh. You can do. If you were to do that, I would make sure to fully line the inside of the bag with some card or paper, or maybe just some, tin foil or something to stop it spreading through. Make sure to press or iron it first, make sure it's nice and flat. Give it, of course, a nice even coat. You want to make sure on there you're using a palette knife for the one on fabric, and do let it thoroughly dry. If you're using a pale fabric and you can't quite see if it's dried or not, just be sure and give it a bit longer, an hour and a half. Or use a hairdryer and make sure it's dry. But yeah, no washing. But you could always use your waterproof spray over the top, and it may be splash proof.
Oh, that's a great idea, especially for things like your makeup cases.
Yeah, absolutely. No, it's flexible, so it doesn't crack. You can see, of course, on here, it dries fully flexible. Wow. It's not made the card like a piece of board. No. It's incredibly, I can curl that the whole way up, and that red there isn't having any, it's not spoiling the overall look and feel. So yeah, on fabric, you'd still be able to fold it, it would pleat, it would still move, and wouldn't change the sort of character of it.
It's incredible, isn't it? Absolutely incredible. All these things, even that we're starting to discover just by you guys at home asking, is just absolutely amazing. But please do make sure, once again, it's in your basket, especially if you've got the individual shop bond in your basket. That is now fully allocated, so please do make sure you check out. We still have a few of shop bundle left. $26.49, you can get those fabulous variegated metal leaf sheets in there as well. Few of those left to go around, but please get it added to your baskets and get it checked out sooner rather than later. I won't be waiting until the end of the show, because unfortunately I think that will be too late.
Yes, I would
Got to get in
so.
quick. Early bird catches the worm, so please do get those baskets checked out and think of all the fun you'll be having when you get these goodies home. They're amazing. Absolutely amazing.
What's next? Shall we have a look at some more bits and bobs that are really going to help you with this?
Yeah, definitely. We've got lots of the essentials on the show that are really going to help you, especially if you're new to these sort of techniques with your metal leaf. We've got tons on the show.
We do, don't we? I mean, I love this selection. I mean, foil, it's so easy to work with, and I think when I was first sort of delving into foil years and years ago and gilding, I was always a little bit apprehensive, thinking, well, how am I supposed to create these masterpieces and finishes? But it's actually super simple.
So easy.
Once you've got the tools.
As long as you've got the right medium to adhere it to, you're away, and you'll be obsessed like we are with our foiling. We love it. Yeah. So we do have a fantastic bundle here. This has got a lot of your essentials.
Oh, we're getting live updates.
Oh dear, it's literally been written on the board. Bundle of metal leaf gone, got the separates.
So I'll put the separates on.
Oh.
If that makes sense.
I think
so.
Got the individuals, but not the bundle.
Right, so Oh, so you're variegated. We've got this one on its own, right?
Yes, we do. $17.99 for 25
Ooh,
sheets.
okay.
It's a fabulous price, but I would be saying, the way I'm looking at it is, of course, yes, you can go for it on its own. If you want extras, you can do that. But quite frankly, it's about another £9 to get your cream foil and bond as well. So up to you, of course. You might be going for the bundle and you might think, oh, I love that metal leaf, I'll get another of those on its own. Options as always, but you're going to get 25 sheets. You've seen in demo how amazing that is. I mean, it's just taking foiling to that next level. It really is.
Yeah.
$17.99 for 25 of those sheets. It's going to keep you going for a long old while, is that one.
Absolutely is. I'd never worked with any foil like that before, and I'm fixated. I love the results that it creates because everyone is different.
Yeah, definitely. Every single piece that you're creating is like a unique piece of art, which we absolutely love. Now, do we have any of the vintage metal leaf left? Because I'll tell you a little story. So Sam came in probably about half an hour before the show, and she'd been looking in the warehouse, and she found, I'll tell you, she found 3. She found 3 of those. She says, you know, we've got 3. Let's put it on the show so you guys at home can take advantage. If you want it, we haven't got many. How many have we got left now? 1? Oh, we've got 1. So if you want it, you're going to have to be super, super quick.
Yeah.
And get it added to your basket.
Up
Shop
for
vintage. Got to be quick, fastest fingers
I'm just going to show you. I'm not going to open it because, of course, well, I just opened it. But
Well,
I mean, I'm
a
not going to get them all out. But this inside here, it's like a luxury. It's a proper antique gold. Look at that.
Oh, it's stunning.
It's got depth to it. Honestly,
Absolutely stunning.
If you want a vintage finished, if you want, you know, you can oxidize your gilding, but if you want instant aging, like heirloom antique, that's the one to use.
That's the one to go for. 1 left, just the one, at $14.99 for 100 sheets. So please be quick because, like we say, only one person can get their hands on that.
Okay.
So next up, what have we got any of this or none of this?
Just the copper now.
Oh,
the copper.
they've not got any of the big bundle. Oh,
That's a bit rude. We'll be tidying that away.
That's
Nothing
gone.
to see
Have we
here.
got those 2 together?
Copper,
Right.
Got them too. That bundle.
brown.
Small square.
them.
Right, okay. So we've got for you the copper. Now in here you're going to get 100 sheets of copper foil, which is a great price for that amount of foil in there. Now with your copper, again, works really well with the other colours we've shared with you. You can still oxidize it. You can drop alcohol inks over the top of this as well
wow.
once it's set. Copper, very trendy colour. Maybe you're going to add some copper accents to your kitchen. Maybe you're going to use it in and around your home. Whether you've got metal fixings, drawer pulls, furnitures, all that sort of stuff. And you're going to change the initial metalware that it was presented with, or you just want to do some beautiful stencils.
Yeah, it's gorgeous. And sometimes copper's one of them ones where it can be a bit, cheap copper can be a bit of an orangey colour. It can be a bit tacky, let's be honest. This is a lovely, really classy, really sort of burnished copper look and feel to it. So it's going to give you that lovely, expensive look and feel. But for 100 sheets for $14.99, it's certainly not an expensive price point. So a great one to add into your baskets to work alongside your new cream foil bond. It's going to be brilliant.
Absolutely.
Now, is this a bundle? Do we get both?
So you've got your colours. Oh, the colours are dreamy.
Oh, they're lovely.
Honestly, you're going to get 12 colours, 2 of each, so 24 colours in there. You've got hot pink, you've got a purple, a lilac, you've got greens, you've got like a goldy yellow colour, ruby red, the lot. And then you get your mop brushes. These are what I was using to dust off, and this is really important. They're a natural brush. They're incredibly soft, which means they don't scratch the surface of the foil. Of course, it's a cream foil we've put on there. So you could, you know, indent it with your nail or something once it's set. But these are soft, so when you're brushing off the excess foil, they're not going to scratch it away. They're what you want to use for that initial dusting process. Then eventually you can go in with something slightly more coarse if you've got any additional areas that need removing, but that's not always the case. But you get 3 different sizes in there.
Fabulous, absolutely love that. So both of those, a great little, like a starter bundle if you like. $9.99, brilliant price on that as well to get both of those, and that is shop colour if you want to go for that one. Now, should we go this? We have to show this because this is the cutest little brayer you ever did see. Look at that.
Honestly.
And you've got the mummy and the baby together.
They're together,
Look at both of those. How super cute. I've never seen a brayer that's that cute in my whole wide life.
I know. You need it, honestly, when you work with them though, you realise how a smaller one actually does more. You have so much more control over the smaller one. But with these are, of course, if you're going to be using your cream foil and it's dried, laying down your adhesive sheets, so like your Craftmaster foil sheets, you want to burnish them down onto the surface, and I'll show you how it works. We'll do that demo next. They are what you're going to be able to, well, they're what you're going to need to be able to do it, because you don't want a solid one, a wooden one you don't want to use. It's too hard. These have got a relief inside them, so it's softer.
Yeah, they're ever so slightly soft. I suppose it's like your brushes, isn't it? You don't just have one brush that you use for everything.
No.
So it's fabulous to have the 2 different sizes in the same bundle of your brayer there. Shop roll, we're on a roll with this one. $17.99 for both of those. That has to be in your basket, because quite frankly, do you want to miss out on something that's that cute? Because I don't. I need that.
I have that one out on my desk all the time. The other one's in the drawer, and I just think it's adorable.
It's just lovely.
But sometimes if I'm, you know, if I've stencil sprayed a piece of paper to print my rice paper, I'll use my brayer to roll it down and smooth it over. Stuff like that. It comes in handy all the time for different things. I mean, you might be using it with your stamps. You could be using it with your jelly plates. You could be using it with printmaking.
Brayer is just one of those essential tools. I know quite a few people, if they're sticking 2 pieces of card together, they quite often will brayer over it to make sure it's nicely adhered. You can do that. There's just so much you can do. A crafty essential, and for $17.99 to get 2 is a fabulous price. Shop a roll for that one. Palette knives.
Oh.
These are brilliant. These are an essential. We've seen these in action, and it's fabulous to get 5 different sort of shapes to your palette knives. It's an essential pack of these to use with any of your sort of paste. Shop palette for this one. $14.99 will get you all 5.
That's a great price. These are metal palette knives. Now this one is my favourite, not because it's the biggest, but because it's the widest and broadest, and it's incredibly flat. Now these have a really good flex on them, which means on even bigger surfaces, when you're trying to reach over to the middle of a project, you can go in, push down, and you get an even spread. A metal palette knife is my preferred choice all the time.
Gosh, yeah.
Plastic ones are great, but over time can become brittle, and they're not always, you know, as heavy duty, should I say. Lovely wooden handles on these as well. A quality set. You can never have enough palette knives. I must have got about 30 of them, and I love them all. But there's a few favourites, and they're the ones you see here all the time out on the demos. But metal ones are fabulous. They clean really well, so no matter how much build-up you get on there, you can always get it back to where it started. Whether, of course, they ever so slightly tarnish through different mediums that you may use, such as oils, all that sort of stuff. A palette knife is fundamental with foiling.
It certainly is, and to get a pack of 5 there for $14.99 is a great one to go for. Shop palette will get you that one. Now, how long have we got left on the show? We haven't got much longer.
Just in 3 minutes.
Oh, what? Shall I quickly do the brayer foil thing?
We
We're not even
want
doing
to
any
have one more
piping.
demo. Dussy's hours just absolutely slipped through our fingers, quite frankly, as has the stock.
Literally.
Literally. So if you do have it in your basket, please do get it checked out as quickly as you can, because they're both fully allocated, both options. Blimey me, we have been busy.
Right, okay, so I'm just going to show you. I've been stenciling through with a variety of stencils here. I've just picked up the snowflake one I did. Now this here is from the Glow and Intense foils. You see the pack there. I've taken some of that foil, so different from your gilding foil, okay? Lay that over the top of your stenciled area, making sure, of course, the colour is to the top of the project. And then what you want to use is your brayer, okay? You go in and you go back and forth quite a few times, and it's going to ever so slightly move the foil, but don't worry. It's going to make sure all of it then gets covered. So you want to press firmly. So go onto here and roll firmly. There we go. All the way over like this. And then just have a little peek.
Oh.
Look at that.
Oh my gosh.
And now you have got the most, and I love doing this because then you can go in with another colour and you can do different strips and stripes, all that sort of stuff. Let's get the red.
Now, if you're using your metal leaf, could you use different colours and do an ombre sort of effect?
Oh,
You
yes,
can.
absolutely.
Oh, nice.
So we can go back here now, in with the red, and again, roll firmly over the top. There we go. And completely burnish that down. See how I'm using the brayer with my finger just there to then get that real fine, just a little bit of pressure towards the tip. Look at that. It's gorgeous.
It really is.
I'll show you just quickly do the last bit.
Yeah.
Let's use the green for that one. Here we go. And again, that can still be used. So now if you would then spread out a complete layer of your foil medium, you could then go in and burnish that, and any negative space you can then fill with a different colour foil.
Oh wow.
So it's like when you use your toner and you're infilling and take, honestly, it just keeps
no
going.
waste. We love that.
We really do. So over here again, I've missed that little area just slightly, so we're going to have time. There we go. I'm just going to put that in there. I just love this. It's so quick
incredible.
and easy.
Just think of all the options you're going to have when you get this home, all the things you can start experimenting with, all those stencils you're going to bring back out. You're just going to have so much fun playing and discovering all these ways to use your fantastic brand new cream foil bond.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, wow.
Honestly, and then these little bits here that I missed, I'm just going to go in and just literally push it down and then peel those off. It's really quick to do, and then they're just going to literally come away like that. Any excess that you've got, anything that's transferred, just give it a quick brush like that.
Wow.
Look at that red, green and gold, perfect Christmas colours. I mean, oh my goodness.
Red, gold and green. There you go. Song in there. Wow.
Might be.
Oh my gosh. Look at those. And that's just 3 different little techniques there. 4 different techniques that you can see there. My goodness me, we are being super busy. Massive thank you, David. I'm feeling super inspired, and I hope all of you guys at home are feeling the same as well. Thank you so much for your company. It's been a fast and furious hour. Thank you for your orders as well. I know you're going to absolutely love this. Us two will see you in an hour for new rice papers. Next up, I believe it's Stephanie doing a bit of painting with some extra large brushes. So tune in for that, and we'll see you in an hour. Thank you for your company. Bye bye.